In algebra, we talk a lot about relations. We don't call them relations, but a relation is any relationship between two numbers. And in math, we have a specific type of relation called a function. But before we talk about the special relationship, the function, let's understand what a relation is. All it does is pairs up an input with an output. And we can talk about sets of inputs and sets of outputs, but it's better to talk about a rule. Let's say this input-output machine has a rule that whatever the input is, we multiply it by 2 to get our output. So let's say our input was 1. Our output is going to be 2 times 1, which is 2. Let's say our input was 2. Our output would be 2 times 2 now, which would be 4. Say our output or input was a negative number, like negative 1. Then our output would be negative, or 2 times negative 1, which is negative 2. And what about a fraction? Let's say our input is a third. 2 times 1/3 is 2/3. So relations are some kind of algebraic rule that lets us generate a set of outputs when we choose certain inputs. That's why we call the inputs the independent variable, because we're independent to choose it. We're free to choose it. But the output is the dependent variable because it depends on the rule. And this whole setup here is called a relation. How do these inputs and outputs relate to each other?